Okay, so we're on the last 3 of the 10 virtues, or paths of virtue. So the first one is the opposite of covetousness. Never say that word right. So it means being generous, you know, not being stingy, but really having a generous mind. And so this involves not seeing things so much in terms of mine, you know, because as soon as we label something mine, boy, everything else sets in. But instead, thinking of everything as ours. So you might try that, you know, when your mind's grasping at something, instead of labeling it mine, label it ours. And ours meaning all sentient beings. Or think of it, you know, that you've already offered it to the Buddha, so it doesn't belong to you. Yeah, and so in that way cultivate a mind of generosity. So that's the opposite to coveting. So here it's just really, because these 3 are mental, we're really focusing here on the mind. Of course it's good to give physically as well, and verbally as well, but first it has to come from the mind that takes delight in giving. Then the second one is the opposite of ill will or malice. And so this is an attitude of non-harm, okay, or of compassion. And so cultivating compassion towards others and having that as a motivation in the mind instead of retaliation, ill will, criticism, mentally criticizing people, judging them, and so on. So really cultivating the mind of compassion. And then the third of the virtues of mind is right view. So that's the opposite of wrong view. So here we're deliberately cultivating the right view. So trying to understand emptiness and the nature of reality. So that's the right view of the ultimate level. And then also the right view of the conventional level. So putting some energy into understanding cause and effect. Specifically karma and its effects. And so, you know, if we think about that, then that will influence all of our actions. Okay? So these 3, pathways of virtue of mind, you know, of having a generous sharing mind, of compassion and non-harmfulness, and of right view are very, very important, because from those 3 minds come the physical deeds we do and the verbal deeds that we do to express them. Okay. So that's something we can try and practice, isn't it? Yeah, instead of in one ear and out the other. But really trying to keep something in there, and especially generosity, compassion, and right view.